That's right. Welcome to Live with Aaron and Kelly. How's everybody doing?
I'm great. Oh, you mean the audience?
Yes, we've got tons of people that are online chatting. We've got our Facebook friends. We've got everybody watching. So I just want to ask them because I know they're going to start chiming in and saying how their week has been. But Aaron, how has your week been?
My week has been great. I mean, we just had the fashion show on Saturday, which was fantastic. The girls were beautiful as always. The yacht was awesome. I mean, I was kind of waiting for them to walk down the line and kind of, get a little seasick there, but they did great.
I know. Now, do you get seasick or?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. Do you?
No, I don't. I've only been on a yacht like a couple of times, and I never had that problem. But I've never been on a cruise, so I don't know if that's different because you're on the water a lot longer.
Yeah, well, the yacht kind of moves. You can't even really tell until it kind of turns around. Then that's when you get a little crazy in your head. But I have to say, also Sunday we were able to attend Ola LA. We want to do a shout out. We had
big
Belle.
shout out to Belle Hernandez, the whole crew. They premiered on KCAA at 5 p.m. and we were in Burbank or Toluca Lake, that area, and there was a big premiere and all the girls came out. They had such a big support and it was so much fun.
Right?
Yeah. I have to say I admire those women because they just said, hey, look, this is what I want to do. We want to create something to give ourselves a voice, and they went for it.
And they did it online at the beginning. I mean, if you could look at some of their shows, go to letstalk.com, you'll see kind of I like to call it the evolution of the show because it literally morphed into a beautiful show now. So we love you guys over at Ola LA, and great job. And I have to say, it was a fantastic weekend.
Well, it sounds like you had a fantastic weekend,
It
Aaron.
was. And we want to talk about some shout-outs.
That's right. But really quick before we do the shout-outs, I want to say that I will be in Miami on in a couple of weekends in Miami. Hit me up on Facebook, Kelly V. Dolan. And if you want to hit up Aaron M. Sanchez as well. All right.
Okay. So we got some great shout-outs for you.
Uh-oh, there's our music. All right, our shout-outs begin with, we've got Mills Jewelry. That's right. Mills Jewelry is doing something really cool out in Camarillo, California. Camarillo, if you pronounce it like like myself from Chicago. We have Mills Jewelry. Can you say it for me?
Mills Jewelry?
Camarillo.
From Camarillo.
We'll hold an exclusive.
That's the only Spanish word I know.
We'll hold an exclusive event at the Camarillo Jewelry Store to benefit the American Diabetes Association. This is going to happen November 30th. So Friday is the event. And if you want more information, you can go to Facebook /MILLSJEWELZ. Big shout out to Corina Slamans, who actually put us on that event. So
thank you, Corina. And by the way, my mom has diabetes, so it definitely on a personal note, thank you.
And then also for anybody who's in the local North Hollywood area, next Tuesday, it's all about the Federal Bar. Make sure you guys go check it out. There's going to be a huge event there to benefit. Ben Blair is going to be going to Africa to do a documentary.
Wow.
And so he's getting ready to go. There's going to be a concert. It's going to be lots of fun.
Nice.
Again, Facebook, Kelly V. Dolan or Aaron M. Sanchez if you want more information on that event. That's next Tuesday at the Federal Bar.
And did you hear? 1 billion people on Facebook as of today. 1 billion people.
Really?
1 billion.
That's a huge celebration.
Yeah, they alerted me at 4 o'clock in the morning as a breaking news.
Now, Aaron, I have to say that I was giving out a bunch of shout-outs today. Did you have any shout-outs?
Only one, but a very important one.
Yes.
We have to Bianca Johnson, which is actually studying her LSATs. She's going to help us with our website.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
Mia
you.
behind. We always shout out to you. Jose Luis Sedano behind the camera.
Right.
Thank you so very much for all your support.
You're
Now,
welcome.
Aaron, what else do we got to talk about? We have one more thing to talk about.
Yes. GoFundMe.com. You asked how my week was. And I have to share this because it really touched my heart. I thought it was so nice. A friend on Facebook, I always asked, what would you like promoted? What do you need help with? And she needed help for her league. This was in Lancaster. For her league, they needed $7,000.
What kind of a league?
I want to say baseball league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so, or maybe soccer. I'm sorry, it was a leak. And they needed $7,000. They don't have the money. They didn't have the money to pay for it. But I recommended that they go to GoFundMe.com. That's GoFundMe.com. And she went to it, set it up. Now, it's funny because she got some donations on the GoFundMe, but because her friends knew what she needed all of a sudden, they actually went in person and gave her this full $7,000 that she needed.
Wow.
So she said, hello, Aaron. I got to say gracias to you for your help with the website. It helped, and we got all of the funds delivered in person. Thank you. We really appreciate. Much love to you from all of us at Lancaster United. We love you, Lancaster United.
Yes.
Gracias de todos nosotros. What does that mean?
Thank you from all of us.
Thank you from all of us. Oh, absolutely.
Gracias. Thank you.
That was
Thank you for the kind words.
And that was the Spanish clue of the day.
Now, before we talk to our beautiful Hector Galvan, we have one more thing.
Yes.
I know Hector's like, yeah, I am beautiful.
Look at
Yeah. We have one more thing to cover. We had a question of the week last week, and what was it, Aaron?
Yeah, well, it was, again, if you have a job, what is it that actually inspires you to do that job?
What do you do, and what inspires you to do it?
So we had quite a few good responses, but I got to say, Daddy Scissors, which happens that she does my hair, but she does a great job. But she says, you know, I've been a hairstylist since I was 18. That's half my age. It's only felt like 5 years. And not until once we're little babies when I started cutting the hair, are now going off to college is when I feel it. My motivation are my clients who have become my friends over the years. It's like hanging out with your friends, catching up with their lives, and getting paid well to do so. I love to cook, so she loves to cook for people as well. That's Daddy Scissors. And then this was very interesting. Jessica Alviar said, being someone who was raised in the system and at 13 thinking I was going to be on the streets when I turned 18, because at that moment I didn't have someone who believed or even knew me. I was just an unwanted child. I'm a coordinator for adults with developmental disabilities. I love that because my sister is developmentally. She's got that. I have been in the field for almost 16 years, and I feel in my heart I am where I need to be because of our philosophy that everyone is teachable, and I want to empower individuals to be a part of their community by either working or living in their own home.
Right on, girl.
Isn't that great?
That is so awesome. I have one that was actually on Twitter, at Manhattan Blues. She had tweeted about giving a voice to those who don't have a voice. I don't know quite what at Manhattan Blues does, but basically that's what inspires her to do whatever it is she's doing. So I assume she's doing something in the community or possibly in another community. And it's so interesting because I just watched a documentary the other night, and it was basically dealing with like women in some of these other countries where, you know, they're considered like second-class citizens. And it's just so interesting how much we take for granted in this country, the freedoms that we have. And I just think because we do have the freedoms in this country, we do often have to sometimes stick up for those, our brothers and sisters in other parts of the world that don't have that opportunity. So,
yes, ladies, if
big
you
shout
go
out to
there
at
and then
Manhattan Blues.
if you go there to those countries and then come back, you're going to like us in the U.S. Okay, I'm just
What,
saying.
like the men?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is true.
We're good here
Based
compared
on,
to there.
Some of you guys are. No, just like, of course, you guys. There's a lot of great men out there. Come on now.
In fact, we got a great man.
That's right.
Right next to us, Hector Galvan from Sprint. Welcome to the show.
Hey,
Thank you for
Hector.
coming back.
Thank you for inviting me again.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, if you guys stay tuned in, we're going to announce the winner. You guys gave us a beautiful ZTE Warp prepaid by Boost, which, again, for those that don't know, is actually under Sprint's umbrella. And it's a beautiful phone. I saw the reviews on it. I mean, to give that away, that's awesome. And a month included. We're going to announce that at the end, so you got to wait for that. But what's going on with Sprint?
Well, you know, this month is going to be a great opportunity for those small businesses throughout California. I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but have you ever thought of an idea that could better enhance a product or a service from a major Fortune 100 or 500 or 1,000 company?
Yeah.
If you would say, you know, I could do that. Maybe my idea is a little bit better. Maybe I can help them, or you know, how can I get my idea in front of a Google or in front of a developer or a large corporation?
Yeah, right. Which is like hard. It's like, how do you do that?
I mean, and all the processes you have to go through. Well, fortunately enough, our company, Sprint, has done that. On October 24th and 25th at the San Jose Convention Center, we are going to be there in person, all of our engineers, all of our networking people, all of our app people, all of our, you name it, from corporate, coming down to San Jose, and we're going to open our books. We are inviting all developers, all tech engineers, all small, medium business-sized companies that want to know what is it that we're doing from a technology standpoint, but most importantly, what do you have that can make us better and possibly even partner on some opportunities.
Talk about getting involved in the community.
What do you think? I mean, we talk to people about apps, right?
Oh,
like
all the time.
Kelly always has ideas, but I say put it under your mattress. But so basically, and that's the great thing. I mean, I don't know that companies do. All companies do this?
You know what? On a different scale.
Okay.
I mean, when they go to conventions, then they'll invite you, and then they open it up, and then people and businesses come about. But for a wireless company to really say, we have an open book policy, this is what we have, how can you help us make this better for our consumer? Or what do you have that you may want to pitch to us, and we may be interested in partnering with you?
Okay, and that's important because I know people are going to say, like app developers and everyone that has an idea, they're going to say, well, I don't want Sprint to take my idea.
Right.
It's not that, right? You guys are partnering.
That. We partner.
Okay.
We actually are looking for that next invention. Now, one big criteria that we really need a lot of help on are mobile apps in language, whether it's Chinese, Spanish, Russian, etc. We have a diverse community in the U.S., and we want to make sure that we're reaching out to them. So we need Spanish applications. We need different types of language applications. So it's important for these developers to come on down and show us what is it that they're working on. One of the biggest things that we're going to be having on the conference at the event is we're going to have something called the Sprint Hackathon, which it's pretty cool because you'll be able to win cash prizes because we're going to be identifying different categories. And out of those categories, we're going to choose the best one. That person or that business can win cash, can win some prizes from Samsung, from Sprint. Who knows? Something else could be developed.
Wow.
But it's a great opportunity for Aaron. If you have an app that you've been wanting to pitch, but you don't know how, or
I do.
then you come to us.
Let me ask you
It's
a
called
quick
Tetris.
question. Hilarious. Let me ask you a quick question.
Sure.
If they can't make the actual, dates, is there a way to get in touch with you if they do have an idea?
There is.
Because we've got a lot of listeners
Definitely.
that, are all over the world.
Definitely. There is a way. You just got to log on to our website.
Okay.
And I'll definitely give you that so you can put it on.
Okay, we'll
on
post
your
that.
website, and you post it. And they can definitely come on board. We have this now. This is an ongoing thing that Sprint is going to be doing. And it's technically around the Silicon Valley because that's where, technology.
Right. Everybody's there.
Google, exactly. Everybody's there. So we would just want to make sure that those businesses come down and present it to us. My big objective here is how many small businesses out there that are minority owned that, wow, if only I had that opportunity to show this to Sprint. Maybe we can, you never know. Something could always be developed. So I'm calling and I'm challenging your audience. Anybody who's out there that's a business owner, that's in technology, that wants an opportunity,
Hector
here it
is challenging you.
That's right.
That's right.
I think the theme of this show is toughness and challenge.
Yes.
I've got my shirt because we know Emilio Rivera's coming
I've got
out.
mine. No, I can't.
No, you look wonderful. But Emilio's here, right?
Yes.
He's a tough guy, and when I saw him first, I was like, oh my god,
That was hilarious.
he's menacing. So I said, I'm going to wear a tough shirt, so he does, I don't get bullied. But he's not a bully.
But he's such a nice guy.
He's a teddy bear.
Seriously, he is one of the nicest people.
He's a teddy bear. So if Emilio had an awesome, like Sons of Anarchy, he's on Sons of Anarchy,
Yeah,
and Sons of Anarchy wanted to partner with you guys, they could literally do that going down there.
Exactly. This is a great opportunity because we don't want to close the doors on any creative idea or any small idea or large idea. This is an opportunity for those businesses or those developers or those engineers to come to Sprint and saying, hey, I can make you guys that. I can make that better for you guys. Or here's what I've developed. Can you guys need it? Do you use it? Do you want it? How do we partner? And we're not looking to buy you. We're looking to partner. We want to create.
That's
these
nice.
Again, we talk about this all the time on the show, partnering.
Yeah, I have a question though. What about students? There are kids that do a lot of technical things.
You know what? Very good question.
Next
and
generation.
definitely, they can get up there. I mean, this hackathon is actually worth it because it's a $20 registration, but then they give you, I think, the conference for free.
Okay.
So, and again, I'll send you the link, and there's parameters, there's different categories that students or these developers can get into.
Okay.
And if they can come up and win it, I mean, getting recognized by a CEO during his speech.
Oh, that's huge.
My God, that's
I would
worth millions.
faint. Yeah.
If you win a cash prize or any other prizes that are being offered, and the publicity that you're going to get out of it, plus hopefully a partnership with our company, what else can an entrepreneur want? What more is it that is needed other than?
And that's right. Live with Aaron and Kelly brings you those opportunities. See what happens when you listen in. You get awesome information there.
Absolutely.
Okay, so October
24th and 25th in San Jose, California, at the San Jose Convention Center.
Nice.
Go to developers.sprint.com /open solution, so OSC 2012.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a big one.
I have an app for that.
You know,
exactly.
Yeah, I can minimize that.
we will actually post that on our Facebook.
Yes.
We'll definitely do that.
And all that information will be there. Okay. And just go check it out. Even if it's just to network, to find who else is in your neighborhood that's doing the same thing.
That's true. That's a really good idea
that's
because sometimes software developers can
Right.
partner and find their next. I mean, look at Facebook now, 1 billion.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I just threw that out at you. Yeah, 1 billion spits. 1 billion spits. Okay, well, awesome. So Sprint, you're going to hang out with us.
Yes.
Okay, and we're going to get Emilio Rivera in.
Yeah, that's right. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Live with Aaron and Kelly. We'll be back in just a second.
Don't go anywhere.
Why is it when I see your name, it's got me all busted up, butterflies in my brain, and every time you call, I can't seem to get it right.
I know you've been waiting for this. We're back with Live with Aaron and Kelly, and we are listening to Sons of Anarchy. Why? Because we have the fantastic, the lovable, but he can really punch you if you needed it, Mr. Emilio Rivera. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, I got to say, man, I saw you in Spider-Man. And Sandman kind of handed it to you.
A little bit, bro. Yeah, that was the guy who did that for me blew out his knee, so that was kind of.
Wait, what? Who blew out his knee?
My stunt man, because I didn't do all of that myself.
Oh
I
my
I did that. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine, Brent Bray, and he doubles me a lot, and he really got hurt in that stunt. It was a big stunt, man. You know.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so but if you took him on, if he didn't have powers, who would win?
I'd beat him down, brother.
I believe that. They used to call you, or they still call you Lefty, right?
Lefty, yeah. So I used to knock out people with left hook most of the time. Left hook, left crawfish, it didn't matter, but be careful with the left hook, yeah.
Okay.
But they would had to have done something wrong, right? Or
Of
you
course,
just
yeah. No, I was never a bully. I would only, I pretty much, only if you had it coming,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, just so I know. Now I know who I'm gonna partner up with on all of our.
I know who I'm calling
events.
if I need to bring in.
I know.
No. I'm too old for that stuff. Because you when you win or lose, your hands still hurt. You know what I mean? It's not good.
That's true.
If I don't fight again, I'll be a happy man.
Now let's talk about that. I mean, you kind of had a transition from your life, which was, I mean, tell us about that. What was your life like growing up?
I grew up in a neighborhood, in an area called Frogtown, and I got in the gangs at a very early age. When I was 12 years old, that was what was happening, and I got sidetracked with the gangs and the drugs for a long time, brother. And I ran real hard. I mean, I was one of the bad guys, and when I got clean and sober 22 years ago, I decided to change it around, and it worked out, man. And it worked. It was good because when I got in the game, acting game, they used to use actors to play bad guys. Now they actually got a real bad guy to play the bad guy, and I took everybody's job, and it worked out pretty good,
Yeah, you're the man to call.
Yeah, me and Danny Trejo, and Danny's a real guy too, and it's been a blessing, man. It really has.
Now, tell me, speaking of drugs, what was the turning point? What made you want get rid of or clean up?
Yeah.
I was losing my mind, bro. I did heroin for 11 years, and then I kicked heroin by doing crack cocaine, and I started losing, it messes your nervous system. So, I was twitching now. My eye was slipping. It was pretty sad, man. I was hurting people. For no reason, emotionally and physically, and then it turns out I turned out to be an okay guy. I really have a soft heart. It's just that the drugs would pollute that. It would.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and that's why I want to talk about that because, unfortunately, the biggest news right now is Sons of Anarchy, one of the actors that was in one of the seasons.
2 seasons, actually.
Okay, 2 seasons. Yeah, there was a big incident that happened recently.
Yeah, Johnny Lewis, man. He paid half shack, and I know what the last thing you've heard of him was, ugly, but he was really, really a nice guy, man. I mean, that's coming. I mean, to see a guy for that to happen to him, and how soft-hearted and how kind he was, that just tells you the drugs can hurt anybody. You know what I mean? They take you down.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah. So and it's hard to approach somebody and try to, if you know that they're going through that. What is it that you can do as a friend?
Yeah.
You know, you can tell them, to stop. But I'm gonna be honest with you because I didn't stop until I wanted to stop, and that's the way it's gonna happen, bro. I mean, you can try to help all you can, you can talk all you want, but until they want help, it's not gonna happen. Sometimes you got to hit bottom, but I've seen people hit bottom and still come up and start getting high again. So it's just it's what your destiny is, bro. I mean, we make our own, but sometimes you can't. There's no change. I wish I could grab people and say, please stop. And I want to hit them. You know what I'm saying? Say, it gets better, but some of us some people gotta go to find out, that it's not good to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yes,
I mean, I know
thank
that's
you.
very emotional,
Yeah.
and everything. But you got to say now, fast forward. You've got so many fans on Sons of Anarchy.
gosh.
You Facebook, you Twitter. I mean, everybody's like, "Hey, well, what's going on with this season?"
The minute that we let our people know that you were coming on the show, it's been the biggest response.
Oh, that's great.
I bet.
How has this
Yeah.
show changed your life, or from some of the other projects that you've done?
It's first of all, it's the funnest show I've ever done. I'm working with some of the best actors today, and but it makes the jobs, you get more job offers, and because they see you work that, he can actually do that every week, and it makes it a lot easier, man. It's been a lot of fun.
I have to say, we caught up with Ron Perlman at Comic-Con, and I said, well, okay, what do you think of Emilio?
We're going to interview Emilio Rivera in a few weeks, your co-star on Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
What do you got? What do you want to say about Emilio?
Emilio, mi hermano, you are the real deal, man. You are in my heart always, and for all the right reasons, bro. You're a true gangster of humanity.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that great, Gangster of Humanity?
That's
I love
beautiful,
it.
man. That is wow. Thank you, Ron. That's really beautiful, man.
Yeah, and
Ron is that's a good guy. I mean, we offset, we hang out, and we talk, and everywhere we see each other, man. So it's a big hug, big kiss, and it's a lot of love there, man. It's
I have to say, this is a great example, guys. Those of you that are tough, I know,
Yeah.
and again, I wore my tough shirt, so you wouldn't want to pull a lefty.
I
I got the skulls here.
brother.
I'm just saying, okay, right here. No, I'm just kidding. But it's important to embrace, and I think you have that very, that side of you that reaches out to people, and I mean, you respond to every one of your fans. You take the time to do that. Why are you so?
Why are you
giving
so
in that
cool?
way?
You know what, man? Because I was so bad. You know what I'm saying? And so I just you gotta get back, man.
Thank you
That's
so
great.
much.
Now,
See,
Emilio, this is Jose Luis Sedano. If no one has seen your show before, and maybe they're in another country, how would you describe the show, and what is it about?
It's a biker show, and it's going to be the most violent thing you ever see on TV. It's Sopranos on wheels to the next power. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I killed my own son on the show, brother. I mean, that tells you what kind of show it is.
you pulled that gun out on that woman.
I saw
was
that.
like, oh
I
my
was
God,
like,
Emilio.
oh.
Well, I needed some information, brother. You know what I'm saying?
But everybody's asking, and I got to say, on FX, it's one of the top rated. It's beat out even other cable networks on its time slot. So the show is doing fantastic. And all your fans are asking, are you coming back for the next seasons? What's going on?
What's going on?
Right now the show's mainly about Pope, and Jimmy Smith's character, but just keep watching, man. I can't say much. I love my job, and I don't want to say something wrong and then lose my job. So no, I'm
Well, they're
sorry.
killing off a lot of people, I have to say.
They better not kill you off, though.
I hope not. But if they do, you guys got to write in and say, hey, man.
Because if they kill him off, he might, no, I'm just kidding.
that lefty's
that
coming
lefty
at
might
you.
come out.
I'm just saying. Okay. Well, we hope you don't get off the show. We
No,
want you to stay on the show.
Thank
and more
you, brother.
importantly, man, keep doing what you're doing. We're going to keep you here. We're going to play a little taboo. Do you know how to play taboo?
I'll try it.
You'll try it? Okay.
Wait, but I do have a question for you. It's
Yes, ma'am.
important.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Are you single?
No.
Okay, just checking, just letting people know, okay.
I'm married now to my beautiful wife, Yadi. I love you, baby. I know you're listening. And my beautiful boy, Rocco. You know, I got it pretty easy. I got a great life, man. You know, I'm happiest when I'm working and when I'm with family, and I get to do both. I mean, work a little bit, and I'm so happy with it. But then I get to spend a lot of time with my family, and it's beautiful, man. You know,
That's awesome.
I see the pictures of both of you, and you could tell the love that is there. How did you two meet?
We were doing a movie together, you know, and actually, I was actually, you know, can I say that? I was a rape scene. I was raping her in a movie, and pretty much me and playing the bad guy. That's pretty. I'm always, my only love scenes are rape scenes. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's how we met, and we became friends. We were going through some problems at the time, each of us, both of us, and we became good friends, and we became lovers, and now we're husband and wife. And,
nice.
Yeah, man.
Now, do you play the villain? You play the bad guy a lot. When are we ever going to get to see you be the good guy?
Actually, there's a movie that just came out called The Obama Effect. I'm starring opposite Charles Dutton.
Okay.
And then Jenny Goggle plays my beautiful wife, and I have 3 kids, and I don't hurt them, so I'm
good. Awesome. That's great.
That's good. We want more of that, guys.
Absolutely.
At the networks, I want to see more of that. Okay.
Yes.
When we get back, we're going to be back with Emilio Rivera. We're going to play a little taboo, and we'll take your questions. Call us now.
Right.
909-888-5222, 909-888-5222. And if you're out of the country, please call us at 888-909-1050. That's toll free, 888-909-1050. We're ready to take your calls. We'll see you when we get back.
You're on your own. The crow flies straight, a perfect line on the devil's bed until you die.